Good morning, class 11. Welcome to your online class. We are at the end of our 7th chapter, and today we will start with a new chapter, that is the co-curricular activities. In the last day you have done, in the last chapter you have done what is curriculum and what is its significance, etc. Today we will start with the subject co-curricular activities. Today is the first day of the class. Now, in this chapter, we will do some certain questions. You will get all the questions in your PDF. So first one is the definition, the topic of discussion. Today, what we are going to discuss. Along with it, today we will discuss the traditional and modern concept of co-curricular activities. After that, we will discuss about the objectives of co-curricular activities. Then there will be different types of co-curricular activities, and finally the importance of co-curricular activities and how these co-curricular activities are did every day regularly. They are helping us in our all-round development. So before directly going to the definition, now may I ask you that what do you understand by co-curricular activities? Co-curricular activities means some activities which, though they are not directly related with education, but it is a helping hand of the main formal education system, which is indirectly helping in an all-round development of an individual. So this all-round development includes what? It's physical, moral, aesthetic, social, mental, all type of development, after which we can say that yes, the individual is grown up, or he's a self-sufficient person. So when we are telling a person as a self-sufficient person, he is not only intellectually developed, or his IQ level is high. It's not that. When we are telling that an individual is developed in his all round spheres, then we are discussing about his physical, mental, moral, as I was telling. So co-curricular activities are those activities which will run parallelly, which will run along with the subject of the study materials, what you are doing in your formal school or in formal learning. So let's go to the first topic, that is the definition. Let's see what it is telling. Definition, it is telling co-curricular activity refers to activities, programs and learning experience that can complement in some way what students are learning in school. Next part I will go further. So first let me explain this. What it is telling, that co-curricular activities refers to the activities and programs and learning experiences. So these are types of programs and learning experience. Learning experience means it is nothing to say that it's a part of learning, and that complements in some way. Complements means it is helping to complete something, okay, what students are learning in school. So what you are learning in school, the co-curricular activities, the activities which will run parallelly with education, they are helping you to learn completely. So complement, the word complement means here which is helping you to reach somewhere, which is helping you to complete your task. So the completion of education what you are getting in school, the co-curricular activities will help you to do that. It can be defined as the experience that are connected to the academic curriculum. So the activities like what can be the example, like music, drawing, dance, drama, extempo, like that, different sorts of activities you are also participating in when you are being a part of a school, you are also doing that. So these activities are known as co-curricular activities. So what it is telling, it can be defined as the experience that are connected to the academic curriculum. Academic curriculum means the formal studies when you are in school or in college or in university, maybe wherever you are connected with formal education. This subject are helping you to connect your experience with the academic curriculum. So whatever you are getting in regular education, formal education, these co-curricular activities are helping you to connect it with the mainstream of education, that is formal education. So now see, you are participating in various types of competition, various types of extempo, where you have to present yourself, you have to give a speech, maybe a certain topic. In case of extempo, what happens, a piece of subject is given to you and you have to give a lecture on. So how you are developing yourself, you are thinking it about it immediately, and you are then you are telling. Okay, so the topics or the subjects, what is helping you to enhance your all-round capacity is known as co-curricular activity. So definition of co-curricular activity for 2 marks question will come. If you write this one, it is sufficient. Now the next topic is the traditional and modern concept of education. Now in PDF you will see these question, the traditional and modern concept of education is quietly very closely linked with the question that why we have changed the term extracurricular activity to into co-curricular activity. Now if you see a few years back, you will see that these co-curricular activities were referred as extracurricular activities. Now what is the meaning of extracurricular activity, and why now it is changed into co-curricular activities? That is basically the traditional concept, that is the extracurricular activity, and modern concept, that is co-curricular activities. The same question and the answer will be, but the type of question will be changed. Maybe it will be asked that what is traditional and modern concept of education, or the question can come like this: why the name extracurricular activities is changed to co-curricular activities. Then you have to write the same in your book. When I will do live class with you, I will explain you in details. I will mark it in your book. It will be very easy for you to understand. Now see, extra means what? Which is left out part, isn't it? When we eat food, a side of a food maybe we cannot eat, we refer it as a extra. So at a time, in the traditional concept of co-curricular activities, the educationists and the thinkers, they used to think that yes, these co-curricular activities like dance, drama, competition, different sorts of competition, singing, performance, quiz competitions, all these are extra from curriculum. Means they are, though they are the require importance and the requirement was felt by the teachers and by the great educators and the thinkers, but they thought that it should not be, all these subjects should not be a part of curriculum or regular curriculum basis, isn't it? And they have referred this topic as extracurricular activity. Means they will run along with studies, but not in the premises of the school, but not in the not as a part of your syllabus. Okay, so after the completion of the school, the students used to go at the time of evening, or in a off day like Sunday or other day, they used to go for they used to learn these subjects, and they were not considered as a part of curriculum. Excuse me. Now the problem occurs when the realization came and in the mind of the thinkers that no, for an all-round development, they should run parallelly with curriculum, and thus from the word or the term extra, the term changed into co. Co means what? Which is means just beside something, isn't it? Cooperation. Cooperation means with what? When you are mutually doing something, you are cooperating with each other. So these two are together. Like that, the educationists, the thinkers also thought that yes, these subjects if we can make them as a part of education, that can help the students more, because many of them are not getting the opportunity of learning, maybe due to financial reason, maybe due to some social reason, maybe due to some time factor also, that the students are not getting enough time to do this. Nowadays you see students up to class 10 or maybe up to class 9, you have done your co-curricular activities, you have done your drawing class, you have done your music class, you have done different sorts of it's even still you are in class 11, you are getting some opportunities to compete, take part in competitions. So these are done by your school only. But in the previous ages, as I have told, that the teachers have not realized the importance of all these factors. So now you all these activities are running parallelly with your education. We used to celebrate drama, and we used to celebrate the our school day as a special one, and for teachers day you're doing different sorts of activities, and in inauguration program you are doing different sorts of programs. So different sorts of programs you are participating through school, you are going to different competitions, you are participating, you are winning prizes. So school is only giving you all this opportunity, and thus it is running along with the studies. In up to class 7 or 8, in routine also you have got different sorts of co-curricular activities, isn't it? Like library classes you have got, singing classes you have got, maybe in functions you have participated in dance. So they are running parallelly with the formal system of education. So now the term is changed. The educationists, the thinkers, the educators have thought that yes, these subjects must run parallelly with the formal system of education, that is the school or in college also. So the importance of these co-curricular activities were felt by the educationists, and thus the change in term came, and it is we are referring it as the co-curricular activities in place of extracurricular activity. So as I have told you that why it is being changed from co-curricular extracurricular activity into co-curricular activity, you have to write the same. It is in the book. As I have told you that during the live class I will explain you how to write and what to write, and you will get it in the PDF also. So that is all for today. Next day we will start with the continuing part. I think the next part is the what are the objectives of co-curricular activities. It's a very small topic. We will discuss that on the next class. Thank you very much.